Once a month, the Madison, Wisconsin Area Sports Commission, or MASC, presents a morning panel session at a hotel in the city. A recent one featured sports officiating as the topic. Jamie Patrick, the MASC Vice President, invited 4 of us from the area to participate. I accepted, as did Bill Carollo, Dave Kelleher, and Margaret Domka. The panelists were asked to be on site around 7 a.m., which meant I had to leave my house in Union Grove around 4:30. It was darned dark as I drove over on the back roads. I like that time of day because I can motor along with little traffic. It's a nice time to gather thoughts. I got to Madison early and decided to stop at a Panera for coffee. The Hotel Red, a boutique property across from Camp Randall Stadium, was the venue. When I arrived, people were already gathering. The program was preceded by a breakfast spread washed with coffee and conversation. Since I needed no introduction, let me introduce the others. Bill is the coordinator of football officials for the Big Ten as well as the Mid-American and Missouri Valley Conferences. Dave is a basketball officiating legend in our state and serves as the officials liaison for Big Ten officials when they come to Madison to work at Wisconsin. And Margaret is an elite-level soccer referee, having the distinction of being the sole U.S. soccer referee selected to work the 2015 Women's World Cup. When the panel convened, each of us took a highboy seat in the front of the room. The place was packed, many having to stand in the back of the room. Our moderator was Greg Scalzo, a marketing consultant at ESPN Wisconsin. Greg came armed with questions for each of us. Bill was asked about Big Ten football officiating and replay. Margaret spoke to her World Cup experience. And Dave's decades of experience led to his views about how officiating had changed in that time. The question Greg put to me had to do with the just announced decision that the NHL had suspended Calgary Flames defenseman Dennis Weidman for 20 games for purposely knocking down linesman Donnie Henderson from behind. Was the punishment proper, was the question. My answer was this: we in officiating are in the enforcement division. We are not in the legislative division. Thus, it would not be for me to say a punishment is appropriate or not. As a general matter, I believe that the longer and stronger the punishment, the better I like it. I leave the details to those in charge. Bill gave bridge-building insight because of his years in the NFL about replay and of how command centers are evolving into the primary decision-making point for replay. He also did yeoman service to help the audience better understand what football now defines as a catch. Many blank stares could be seen. Dave raised consciousness about how the extension of the classroom in high school sports is under siege. I could tell he is a principled believer in sports as education, skills building, and uplift for the kids who play them. Someone in the audience asked Margaret how she handled game communication when working 2 teams from foreign countries, neither of which spoke English. A fascinating question. Margaret told us something simple but powerful. She said she communicates her decisions in English because that is the language she primarily uses, though she could also do it in Spanish. She verbalizes her calls in English because the actual words are often less important than her tone and inflection, her facial expressions, and her body language. Those 3 make the words spoken in English less essential. Driving home after the event, I hearkened back to Margaret's words. Well said and apropos for any sport, any level, in any language. Think I saw what you said. Thank you.